good evening. So we were at the last round, was in Road America, and now we're in Silverstone. So we're back to Old Blighty. A very cloudy day in Silverstone. So we're set to be doing 45 minutes of the Alfa Romeo 155 Ti Club, or World Cup. It's been a very interesting season so far, having to try and work out this car. I haven't really worked it out at all. It's a very understeery and oversteery car. It's very hard to predict. I'm just going to send my setup to my teammate. So what I'm trying to be doing, I've been trying to make the car as loose as possible, without being too loose, because these tyres burn up very, very quickly. Because it's very front limited indeed. So you can't go into the corners too hot. You've got to steer with the rear, but don't steer with the rear too much, because if the tyres overheat, it's all over. So the story so far, we've had 3 rounds. We started off in a Spa. Spa was very interesting, where everyone had to kind of work out what they were doing with the car. I've accidentally pressed the set starting order button. That probably wasn't the best idea. What was it? Yeah, so Spa. Spa was very interesting. We had to try and work out what the car was about. I started 4th, ended up 4th. I've driven this car before, so I kind of knew what we were in for. A few people didn't, they pitted. But I didn't move anywhere, so 4th place was all I was going to get. So when the faster guys came around, I couldn't really do anything about it. So the next round was in Bathurst, which was an epic duel. I was very lucky that the track didn't lend itself to passing through the mountain section. I started in 3rd, but ended up 2nd. I was able to pass someone off the start, and I never relinquished that position. So I was quite pleased with that. 3rd round was at Road America. The same kind of thing applied. Trying to keep the faster guys behind. At one point I was in the lead, but I could not keep the faster guys behind me. The pole sitter, Tony Talviti, actually got a drive-through from pole, which gave me 1 position, and they were working their way back through the field after that, and they were within, I think, a second of me in the end. So started 4th, ended up 2nd. I was quite pleased with that. But now we're at Silverstone, and the long straight should provide a good passing opportunities if you can get onto the straight. If. So I've adjusted some volumes. I'm hoping that it's going to be better than the mess that was the GT Revival, because I got the volumes all wrong for the trackside camera, so please do let me know. So we'll do a test now. So there. So we want to set our tower. Positions gained and lost. Right, I'm probably going to have to switch that off because I've accidentally set the starting order. Qualify box. There we go. Right, unmute the crew chief. I always forget to do all that. There we go. Nice bit of Queen. Right. So, let's hopefully figure out let's make sure that my UI isn't blocked by anything, so I can see what I'm doing. Indeed, it's very close in the championship. I forgot about that. I'm actually leading the championship. Joint leading the championship. Although different scoring software puts us in different positions. So log analyzer actually puts me ahead of Tony.
It's clear, push. Forget about that, it'll probably just polish out.
But the league website actually puts Tony ahead of me, so I mean they use different countback rules, I'm guessing, because I've got 2 second places. Yeah, I think I've got 2 second places. And Tony has got... so I got a 2 seconds and a 4th. And Tony has got 1 second and 2/3. So I suppose I should be ahead on countback, because I've got more second places than him. But I don't know what the countback rules for the league are, so. Well, yeah. But if countback rules are to apply, they should apply with the first podium amount. But I don't know. Oh, noted. People brake early at the end of the straight here. We're going to have to be very careful with corner cuts, because if you cut a corner not far from the end, that's the next lap ruined.
New fastest lap for Granado, 1:57.4.
Look at the draft.
Okay, spotter calls please, Claire. Sector 1 is 1.1 off the pace.
So I've stiffened the rear. I've stiffened the anti-roll bar, the rear anti-roll bar, in the hope that it's looser than at the front. I've put some wing on, because these turns specifically, you need downforce. And you just got to be very careful in how you run into the turns and not overdo it.
Sector 2 is 1.5 off the pace.
I don't know what this car is going to be like on worn tyres around here. I am braking so much later than everybody else. Also, don't hit those sausages.
P3, sector 3 is 0.4 off the pace.
I might actually make the setup looser.
Right side. Hold your line. Clear right.
It's going to be another one of those things like Road America where You're going to have to be really careful on these long radius turns.
Yellow flag, watch out.
But it's worth turning in early. Right, we're going to stiffen the front. Ow! Didn't mean to do that. Ouch! There. Stiffen the front, soften the stiffen the rear, soften the front. That's what we're doing. I don't know what what was the sound like. Hopefully it was okay. So stiffness is the anti-rail bar connection, left and right wheel. Higher values means stronger limitation of independent movements. Don't know. I know that this car does not like it does not like going over curves. I believe I've got the right fuel amount. So what's time? We've got 20 minutes until quali. Quali's going to be 15 minutes. So if I can stay in the top 5 here, I'll be pleased. Carry on my form of not being out of the top 4. Right, so I've got 49 minutes of fuel. We're doing 140s. So 90 litres at the moment. That should be more than enough. Let's see what this car is like on this setup.
The pit exit's clear.
Because I think one of the keys is, you know, if the front grip goes away, you want the rear to be as loose as possible. Just so that the balance doesn't completely shift. That's my theory. I'm going to be chasing it through there in the race, I think. Short shift out of there. It's down 2 gears, not 1. How much fuel for 15 minutes?
For 15 minutes. We estimate we'll need about 25 litres. Fastest lap for Granada, 157.1.
How much fuel for 7 minutes?
For 7 minutes. We should need about 12 litres.
I mean, I don't know whether I should just go as fast as I can in quali for the whole session. I'm not sure that taking out all the fuel really makes a blind bit of difference, to be honest. That was braking too late.
Sector 2 is 1.3 off the pace.
I think thankfully tyre wear is kind of on my side. A few of the faster guys, they tend to burn up their tyres.
You're a second down in Sector 3.
You've really got to get the lines right in that turn, the first couple of turns, because then you can go full throttle. And you just got to hang on to it. I haven't actually looked at what speeds I'm getting on the back straight.
Track temps increasing. It's now 37 Celsius.
I wonder if I could actually freewheel it into there a bit more. It's just it's scrubbing off the speed at the second part
off
of
the
it.
pace.
Turn 1 is going to be horrible. I've made a few adjustments to my stream since last time.
That's a new fastest lap for Granado, 156.8.
Taking the piss now. I've adjusted some of the volumes, so hopefully it's going to be better from the trackside camera. I think it might have been a mod problem that the volumes were so loud.
Got a tiny bit of bodywork damage there, just ignore it.
So I wanted to roll it into the corner. Oh. I've never liked that.
Sector
Is
2
it
is
a
1.6
Magus
off the
Beckett's
pace.
complex?
We can see Wenham has stacked it.
I've always struggled.
green flag sector 1.
I've also moved the driving cam over a bit.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. Sector 1 is now green.
So hopefully you can see more. So I think you're looking through my left eye.
Sector 2 is clear. We think Wenham has spun off.
The winner from last week is here. And he's right behind me.
Sector 2 is 2.0 seconds off the pace.
I'm definitely not going to be able to drive this hard in the race.
Yellow flag sector 2.
Of course not. No stops for fuel and tyres. It's got a big enough tank. We all have softs on.
Sector 2 is 1.3 seconds off the pace. Looks like a bit of a wet on your left front.
Qualifying is going to be on the absolute ragged edge. I just can't seem to get any faster. I just don't know what to do with this car. I'm overheating the fronts. increase the rake, I suppose. Well, I've got 90 litres in this setup from Road America. No, 88 litres. How much fuel for 47 minutes?
For 47 minutes. We estimate that we'll need 84 litres.
84 litres. The tiny pedal says that 86 is enough. That gives me 48.5 minutes. But I don't always trust it. So I'm going to put 88 in. Right, so how long have we got until? Not long until quali. How's the volumes? Are they good? Hopefully. I did mean to actually check, do like a test stream earlier today, but I thought screw it. I don't know what it's going to be like when there's like 10 other Alphas around me. Well.
New fastest lap for Granado, 156.5.
156, honestly. Unfortunately, I've got a squeaky brake pedal. And I did try some WD-40 on it, but unfortunately I've given my dad my WD-40 plus my motorcycle grease.
Exit's clear. Stay behind the white line. Yellow flag in sector 1. We think Wenham has gone off.
So
sector 1 is green.
Not really much I
Green
can
flag
do about
sector
it.
2.
I don't know if I want to shorten third gear a bit.
Sector 3 is now yellow. the end of the session. P3.
Here we go. Oh, it's only 10 minutes. Alright. Let's put in 18 litres. We're going to have to take quite a slow lap to the...
Your exit's clear. Watch the white line. Okay, Neil, we've got 9 minutes to set a lap.
I don't want to overstress the tyres on the out lap. It's not like they take a while to warm up, is it? I can't think it's going to feel very good behind another car coming through the maggots and buckets. We may be able to beat a few people on the brakes today. Right, 3.5 tenths. Too much outside curve there. Six tenths of a second. Got away with that track limit there.
Car in front has just done a 157.8. P4. Sector 3 is 0.8, off the pace.
1:59.0.
Alright Neil, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Whew. Found another 4/10.
Good lap, that's your quickest so far. Sectors 1 and 3 are 0.6 off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.2 off the pace.
I need to find half a second to grab third. I think we're going to come in the pits. I don't think anyone's behind me. No. I haven't even tried pit entry yet. I don't.
Sector 2 is 2.6 off the pace. That's 2 minutes left, 2 minutes. Engage limiter.
I don't know where the pit limiter line was. Ooh, I think that's as best as we're gonna get. That's the best we're gonna get. Right, it's only me and Ed Jones that have decided that's enough. Let's go back to main screen. I don't know if me pressing the set order button is going to actually do anything. But we will see. I mean, it's probably the same. Could be the same layout. Same positions that we were in practice, perhaps. But we'll see. We will see. Now there is a bit of a gap between 4th and 5th, so I may be in this woody bubble that I keep talking about. just being too slow for the cars ahead and too fast for the cars behind. They just seem to be in a, I don't know, a little chasm of pace.
That's the end of the session, P4.
Okay, so third place is still on a lap. Fifth place is still on a lap. I don't know if they're going to get any closer. Third place is he's 8/10 down in the first sector, so I don't think he's going to be improving. .155.8. That just takes the piss. He takes the piss. 158. I don't think Philip is actually going to be. Well, Philip was pushing. He doesn't gain a place though. Right, okay, let's see if the starting order button works. Let's see. So, on pole is Roman Granatovic. Tony Talviti in second. Matej Stakstabler in third. I get fourth. And then it should be Philip Pitchler in fifth. Ben Summers, my teammate, in sixth. Ken Jagger in seventh. Stephen Wenham in eighth. And rounding out the top, the field is Ed Jones in ninth. So there we go. There we go. So, what's gonna happen in the race? What is gonna happen in the race? I do not know. Gotta keep the tyres alive. Of course you're using race fuel for quali. Why, Ben? Why? I think it'd be good just not to get caught up in an accident at the start. I think the top three are going to be quite close. I don't normally actually go out for warm-up. But if I can stay in the 59s, that's my target. I didn't actually see what my quali time was. What I actually might do, if possible.
Yellow flag.
From what I remember, you can actually reset tiny pedal. Reset data, delta best. Cannot reset data while on track. Well, I will come off the track then. Delta best data. There we go. Yes! Because if I reset the data, then I won't be chasing a stupid lap time from quali. There's a tip for you, Ben. Do-do-do-do. I suppose it's kind of a pity that we aren't doing an hour race in this.
The exit looks clear.
I think it would be very cool to do an hour race. But this may be a very boring race. But as we've seen from some of the other
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
rounds so far, people qualify good. You've got to keep to that apex quite tight so you can get a good run out of this final part.
Sector 1 is green.
I think if I can get alongside people, I'm beating them on the brakes, I think. But it's just getting that overlap that's going to be the problem. Ooh, right. Hopefully there won't be any glitches in the overlays for pit stops this time.
Fastest lap for Granado, 157.1.
So I want to stay in the 59s if possible. I mean, pushing for a 58 might be kind of cool, but don't. I think I was in low 59s when I was doing race simulation. I may have even squeaked a 58. But thinking about the end game, not getting it sideways, not killing momentum.
That's the end of the session, P4.
Alright. Wait for the session to roll over. Thankfully you can give this car 4 beans at the start, so... See if I can get one of my classic good starts. But I don't think I'd be able to hold the fast cars behind.
60 minutes, P4. Okay, Neil, get ready.
Right, I think I'm ready. Double check fuel. Yep.
Acknowledged. We'll have spotter calls from here, please, Claire.
Car left. You're on the right, 3 wide. On your left. Clear left.
Damn it. We're in the last part of the... Ooh. Not getting the effects of draft anymore, so
The gap to Granado ahead is increasing. It's now 1.6.
opened out a bit of a gap.
to Rada. Ahead is now 1.8.
Pushed it much into that turn. Low 59s. I don't know if there's actually anything I can do in the car that could change the setup. So I don't think there's like adjustable anti-roll bars or anything.
That lap time was 2:00.1.
I'm wondering if car ahead is maybe running a bit less wing, so they seem to pull away on the straight quite significantly.
Your left front has a bit of wear.
Yeah, leaning on it a little.
Just done a 1:59.4.
his pace.
The gap to Granado ahead is now 2.6 seconds.
I didn't realise we had 20 off-track points. That's bloody generous. I should be taking advantage of that. I guess the engine's too loud. Either that or I'm mumbling again. I'll have to check with Varden. See what's going on with my levels. Thanks for the heads up there. Thanks for the follow as well. So with the racing's not really that exciting. I just seem to be in a chasm of performance. Guy ahead's faster than me. I mean, I made a stunning start. I didn't actually expect to get into second place, but quite pleased. Oopsie daisy. Where am I from? I'm from the south of England. Can't you tell from my posh accent?
The gap to Granado ahead is increasing. It's now 4.3 seconds.
Well, I'm not really going to keep up with him. I did try and put him under pressure at the start of the race. But, it's about kind of consolidating what I got now.
We think you should get about 20 more minutes on these tyres.
Shut up, Jim. You always say that. So 27 minutes to go. I mean, I could say that I was going to be good on the
The
brakes.
gap behind is now 4.4.
The only problem is I'm not close to anybody. So.
That was 201.0.
Having to learn to kind of get around a front limited car. That's the problem. I mean, I'm used to rear-wheel drive. But the second gear is a bit too short, but can't do anything about it now. I'd like to get back in the 159s if possible. This section is just a tyre burner. I'm just kind of a bit disappointed that this series
Seen a
hasn't
bit of wear on your front tyres.
inspired more people to sign up. Maybe it's the tyre wear, maybe it's the fact that it's quite stiff. It's a very unique car to drive. I think it's four-wheel drive, but I didn't see like a torque split in the options. Maybe that's why it sometimes has a bit of a hard job with understeer. Well, that fucked my tyres up. I just put the brake lance forwards because I thought I'd be able to turn on the brakes a bit more.
The gap behind is now 3.4 seconds.
What am I doing? Not sure why I'm just not braking hard, but maybe I'm just scared of locking up tyres and such.
Okay, Neil, halfway home, fuel's good.
Well, I'm glad about that. At least that's something less to worry about. The two behind and nose to tail. I wish I'd adjusted second and third a bit more.
You've got a bit of tyre wear on all your tyres.
They've got 20 minutes to... I mean, I don't know what it's like. Two guys behind and nose to tail. They've got draft. So that's one thing I don't have. I just don't think that following a car must be very hard. Especially through these fast sweepers. Just don't eat the sausages. I pushed too hard into there. Oh, I got on the throttle too early.
The gap to Granado ahead is increasing. It's now 8.2. That's 20 minutes to go. The gap behind is now 3.0.
I mean, I hope to actually tighten the car up at the back so that when the front grip goes away.
Okay, Neil, you've used half your fuel. You're carrying minor wear on your right side tyres. Your left front's showing some wear. Keep an eye on it.
It's very hard to defend around here, I know that. That's a bit better. We actually made an apex. I don't think there's like any in-car adjustments. I'm gonna have to check it out to see if there's anything I can do, you know, when tyre wear goes away late on in a race.
The gap behind is now 2.5.
It's all the fronts. It's leaning on that left front. I think everyone else might be in the same boat, to be honest. I should be slowing down quicker for that first part, because just leaning on that front tyre. Oh, imagine if it was wet weather in this race. Spice things up. I think this is probably the hardest I've pushed some tyres in this series. Minutes to go.
The gap behind is now 1.9 seconds.
I was going to go by the mantra, catching is one thing, passing is another.
We estimate about 12 more minutes on this set of tyres.
Well, that means they're going to wear out just as I cross the finish line. Took a bit of a chance there, and it didn't really work out.
The gap behind is now 1.7.
I've got a lap car ahead. It's quite far ahead though.
The gap to Ronaldo in front is now 12 seconds.
Well, I can actually see the leader, but briefly.
Acknowledged. Pit stop requested.
He seems to think I need tyres.
Pit stop cancelled.
He is right though.
The gap behind is now 2.8 seconds. crew is ready.
I mean, I turned off Smart Pit Crew hoping that it wouldn't happen. That it would keep requesting pit stops. I will decide whether I need a pit stop or not. I don't know if it's a part of crew chief which makes it happen. Or whether it's the game. Have a little bit of a think about what we're going to do for our maybe a defensive drive, but 5 minutes to go.
On your right. Hold your line. Clear right.
5 minutes to go. You're looking good for a podium.
That was a little awkward.
The gap behind is now 1.1 seconds.
Didn't turn enough.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
Left side. Clear.
Oh no! Couldn't bloody brake enough.
Okay, Neil, one more to go. Keep it together, we'll be on the podium.
Brake too fucking late.
Well done, Neil. Great drive. That's a podium.
Oh, I'm probably going to need some... Look at the amount of tyres I've got. I'm going to need to make a few apologies with the lack
right.
of grip I
Clear
had.
right.
Particularly at the top of the... at the end of the straight. I thought I'd braked enough. It was the first time I've had to defend on the inside. I just didn't brake enough, and I just ended up...
Car left. Clear left.
I ended up...
Okay, no more spotter calls, please, Claire.
Ended up hitting into him, and I couldn't, because obviously if you hit into someone at speed you can't get off, you don't have enough, don't know what the technical term is, but you don't have enough kind of turning ability. But hopefully I didn't see it as malicious or anything. I just had nothing. I had 6% in that. That was tough in the last 5 laps or so. I mean, strategically, I probably shouldn't have just gone off and tried to chase the other. I should have kept going with the plan of just settle into the pace and just manage the gap. You know, but I think I pushed a bit too hard at the start of the race. Oh, I'm sweating. Absolutely sweating. Right, so there we go. Another round done. Another round done. Let's see if is everyone finished. My teammate's just coming through the last few turns. Nope, that's him done. Ken is done. Okay, so I believe everyone's done. Let's go to the race results. Oh! So, Roman Granatovic gets first. I bump up 2 places and get another second. I seem to be making a habit of this. Matej Dax-Dobler gets third. Tony Talviti is 4th. Philip Pitcher in 5th. Ed Jones 6th. Ben Summers, my teammate, in 7th. Jacka 8th. Stephen Wenham in 9th. Did we lose one more? I thought we had 10. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Well, so that's Silverstone opened up, and I knew it was going to be very tough on tyres because just there's so many constant radius corners that just eat tyres. I couldn't get enough rear slip. So, in 2 weeks' time, we're heading to Montreal, and Montreal is going to be interesting because there's not a lot of tyre eating fast corners. So it may be a bit easier on the tyres. It may be a bit harder to pass, though. I think we're doing the 90... Are we doing the 1980s version of it? No, we're doing 2013. Okay. So at least that means that chicanes are going to be a bit tighter, perhaps. But, yeah. I'm worn out after that. Very, very worn out. Oh, dearie me. So, I'm sorry it was boring. I kind of knew I was going to be in this chasm of space. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Thanks for the raid, Ben. Hopefully your race went okay. Did you manage to finish the entire race on the same set of tyres? I struggled. I had 6. Is it percent? I had 6% on my front left when I finished. Yeah, I just kept burning the front left. I just couldn't get enough rear slip. Oh, but there was a couple of cases where it was a bit marginal, and I think I probably will check the final laps. Because once Matej caught me, it was a matter of just hanging on. I was hanging on, really, really hanging on. But I think maybe it worked to my advantage that that's
the end of the session. P1.
It worked to my advantage that the guys behind were battling. But they still had enough tyres at the end to be able to. But I don't know why I thought that I could. Why I had some pace to keep up with the first place, but that was probably my undoing, I think. That was my undoing. Right, is there a way to... Right, what I'm going to do is... It's always good to close the game if you want to come back into it to do replays. So we're going to... I think I got my volumes wrong again. Seemingly I was a bit too loud with the engine sound, so I'm going to check that out. We're going to... hopefully remove that and remove that. Right, okay. Let's have a look. 3%. But there is definitely a way to save the tyres. I just wasn't doing it. I think I had this idea, right, that I was superior on the brakes than anyone else. Because everyone seemed to be braking like 20 metres before me. I was thinking, oh, I could get people on the brakes in this race. I saw no one. So... Oh, what I can also do... Should we do the championship points? So I finished ahead of my... That means I'm probably leading the championship. Because I finished ahead of the person that is leading. Let's have a look. Because we were level on 102 each. So let's add the points up and see where we are. Right, let's add Silverstone. Sign. Confirm. Right, driver standings. So, I'm leading the championship with 138. Roman Granatovic is in second with 135. Tony Dalvidi drops down to third with 132. Philip Pitstop is in fourth with 116, and Matej Daxdobler is in fifth with 113. Now, if I was probably thinking a bit more tactically, I should have let Matej through, but we were racing, so I thought no. You'll see when we look at the replay. Because I got an absolute blinder. Why is the game not coming up? That screen shouldn't be there, game. Game's not there. Is the game not there? What is that then? Okay. Bit weird. Right. Okay. Can watch my rocket start. Not even out the pitch yet. Right, so I started fourth. I'm not going to review the whole replay because nothing much happened. Look at that for a start. I got it absolutely bang on. Now, Tony was forcing me to the wall here, and I was saying, I'm not backing off. I'm not backing off. Get lost. I don't know if that's lag, or whether that is Tony turning into me. Odd. Not a fan of that tactic. But there you go. So I defended at the start, just in case someone decided to. And that actually made Matej overtake Tony at the start. And then I was off. And that was it for the rest of the race. So with 15 minutes to go, So we've got a huge battle behind. So it was within, when he was within like second. Right, I want to check. There was a bit I wasn't pleased about, right? So we're coming up to a lapped car. Now I've always said I'm not normally kind of on the pace. Not normally someone that's complaining about lapped car behaviour, but lapped cars really do need to stick to the racing line so people know where they will be. And there's been a couple of instances recently where they've been too unpredictable. So, lapped car is holding the inside of the curve here. I could have. I don't know how close I am. I'm probably not close enough that I would have been able to overtake at the end of the straight here. But they're holding the inside line here. So they expect I should be going round the outside. That's what I think they've got in mind. But instead of their plan of me just running around the outside, what they do is they block the apex. So now I'm dawdling behind this guy, waiting for him to get on the throttle. So if he just stuck on the racing line, if I was close enough, I would have gone up the inside. Fine. And I still wasn't sure when it was going to give way. I tried to use the lapped car as a bit of a blocker in the final few turns, just to see if Mate was held up a bit more. Sorry, he was two seconds back or so, and then it came into like 1 second, which then led him up to the draft. So, and I also noticed that we had track cuts set at 20. 20! And there's a lot of places you can kind of go a little bit wide on the exit of the turns to not turn so much. And in the end, I had to make use of it. There was just no... With my 6% on the left front. But there's a particular part I want to check. And this section was so difficult. I had to be very careful on that I wasn't scrubbing the fronts across. You see, he's able to turn it in so easy. I mean, I don't know whether I should actually bump the pressures up a bit. I'm wondering whether my tyre wear is quite significant because I'm running the lowest pressures. Maybe I'll try that next time. Right, this is where it gets a little bit hairy, so I knew I could kind of hold up in the middle of some of these turns. I think he only had a couple of goes. So this was actually the first time that I wanted to defend down the straight. And I knew I didn't want to push wide there, so I wanted to be as smooth on the throttle here. So you could only accelerate when I accelerated. So this was just so tough on worn tyres coming out of here. But you see how much he's pulled on the guy behind, yeah? But the guy behind has just said, oh, screw it. Well, I'm not keeping up. So it took so long to want to get on the throttle there. And I lost sight of the outside of the corner. So this is the second time I decided to defend. I was hoping he wasn't going to go for a dive. Now this is the bit I want to check because this is the first time I've been down the inside of this corner. So I reckon I didn't brake enough. My braking point should be about, I think it's at the 100 marker when I'm on the racing line. I brake near enough there. Yeah, I just didn't brake enough, and I just completely screwed it, look. Fucked it. And I didn't have enough grip to be able to kind of turn back onto the racing line. So I just went across the corner. Full opposite lock moment. Full opposite lock. So I think that was the penultimate lap, and I was thinking, right, okay, I know where I need to be a bit, pull out a little bit of a gap. So on this last lap I was saying, well, this is the amount of tyres I've got left. Maybe I can push it in this last lap? I don't think I was very fast in the last. So I was quicker through there, which is one of the most important parts, onto the back straight. Never had these gear changes. This is a bit weird. And then I kept it really, really tight here. And again, tried to get on the throttle as smooth as I could. Now, I knew this short straight, not possible to pass. So I pushed it into here a bit so I could get a gap. But this was where I was vulnerable and I knew it. So I had to hit every single one of these apexes. See, I've got nothing in that last turn. And again, I thought, well, how much have I got left? Is he close enough for a dive? So I didn't bother defending. I just headed to the racing line and then nearly screwed up that corner. Parked it in the middle of the track. Parked it. Just couldn't get to that apex. And I was hoping upon hoping that this was the final lap. But I was defending with the littlest as possible. It was not good. It's not good at all. I mean, I think he's probably right to be aggrieved for my, I suppose, unintentional defence. I suppose you might call it. Right, where is it? I don't think it's further back than that. I'd like to see what it looks like from his cockpit, because I think all he wanted to do was turn in, but the fact that I was ploughing straight on with no front grip. So... Right, so let's... Right, so at this point, right, you got an option. You got options, which is to keep hanging around the outside or tuck in for the cutback, right? Now, I've read the rules because sometimes I've had to apply them to certain situations. Now, the rule in Sim Racing Online is you have the right to the corner if your front wheel is alongside the driver. Right? So if you see from the cockpit The bonnet, I don't think, is next to my front wheel. I actually don't have a panning around buttons. Do I have buttons to move? I do. So if you look, nowhere near. I believe the front wheel has to be alongside the driver to even consider the corner is yours. And it's always a risk being on the outside, of course. So always a risk. Zoom out a little so we can see what we're doing. So at this point, I'm supposed to be heading over there. But it's not going to plan. See how little grip I've got? I mean, in hindsight, I bet if he had waited a little more and not thought, well, I'm going to go around the outside, but he would have had to predict the future knowing that I was going to screw up that corner. Because he could quite easily have braked on the racing line and done the cutback, I reckon. But, you know, hindsight is the greatest thing. But, I mean, looking at the you can't probably see the telemetry. So at this point I was on the brakes. You can see the little braking thing there. And I'm still on the brakes, still on the brakes, still on the brakes. I've flipped to go down thirds. I've come off the brakes because I know that I'm locking up. And I know that I'm going wide and it's just going to get worse if I... So now that I know that I've missed the corner, I'm like, okay, maybe I can use a little bit of runoff so that I'm not scrubbing the tyres. But I knew where the next corner was. So, I mean, I don't know if he's got right to be aggrieved, really. I just had no grip. I had no grip at all. So, oh, why are these races like this? I mean, if I'd stayed in fourth, there was that chasm of pace. I could have quite happily just lapped in fourth place. But no. I decided to go chase after first because I thought that maybe I could have put them off. And I think I just pushed way too hard. I didn't kind of take note of my tyre wear early on. But that's on me. But I think that's probably going to be the worst circuit for tyre wear. Although the Potrero whatever is going to be just as bad. Just as bad. Anyway, right. I'm actually going to be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a playthrough of Hellblade Senua's Saga, or Hellblade 2 Senua's Saga. So I think I'm probably going to be starting quite early. It does depend on work. I think I might start near just after lunchtime. Because I'm thinking that the game is probably going to take 2 sessions. So I might end up streaming Wednesday and Thursday. So we'll do that. So content warning, obviously. Hellblade is going to be quite intense. Strong themes of depression and violence and things like that. So be aware of that if you want to watch. And other than that, we're not going to be doing any sim racing coming up at the weekend because it's our week off. So we've got our What have we got left? So GT Revival is stopping at... Are we going to Bathurst? Is that where we're going? Must be. So not looking forward to that, really. Longford. Bathurst is the final round. So in 2 weeks, which is June the 2nd, it's going to be touch and go whether I can actually take part in that one. But we will see. So again, Ben, you're gonna be doing well with practicing Canada, because Montreal for the Alphas is going to be next in 2 weeks. So plenty of practice. Oh, anyway, I don't think anyone is particularly streaming at this time of night because they're not stupid like me. I still need to go and I still need to go and eat. I think Ben's stream is still up. Ben, you're still live, it says. Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. I'm sorry the race wasn't really that exciting, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, it said I could raid you, apparently. It's lying. It's lying. It's lying. So yeah, we'll be online probably around, let's say 3-4 o'clock tomorrow. I may have to have an early dinner, or maybe even get some takeaway. And we're going to be in for the long haul. So hopefully up until midnight or beyond for the first session, and then we're probably going to finish off the game in 2, maybe even 3 sessions. Who knows? Who knows? But it's going to be quite intense. Quite intense. So there's not going to be I might even turn on my webcam. But who knows? Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm off to have some dinner and to towel myself off because these races are getting sweaty. And I'll see you later.